Surprise! Vampires! Hi, it's me, Jared Logan, and welcome SOBs to This Always Happens. Boy, it really ruins the mood, too. There we go. The city of Pittsburgh, let's say, is behind me. I'm Jared Logan, and welcome SOBs to Vampires of Pittsburgh, our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle with some of the greatest players and the most insane plot lines you have ever seen in your friendly local vampire chronicle. We're so happy that you could come and join us today. Thanks for being patient while we took a little week off for the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ, or whatever holiday that you celebrate. I had a good Christmas. I hope you did too. But now let's get back to the bloodshed and the angst and the pathos that is the unlife of the kindred. I'm want to just very briefly, before we bring in our players, talk about some things I've been reading, specifically the Vampire Companion, the V5 Companion, the new book that came out. Wow, incredible. I am going to start incorporating a lot of stuff from that book immediately, but specifically, I'm going to be including the errata at the end of the book. It turns out that vampires of 0 blood potency can blood surge now for 1 die. That is excellent news for Jen Brown. There's just a couple things in here that are really interesting. Would love for you to sound off in the comments which new clan you would most like to see in the series. I haven't quite decided. Well, you might see something very soon. I already have a little bit of plans, but if there's a new clan that you'd like to see in the series, let us know, because we will get it in there. We've already kind of been doing our version of the mortal rules, but I'm going to make sure that these mortal rules are used when we bring the Inquisition in. Oh my God, the last session. I mean, if you weren't here in the last session, the Inquisition and the Vamps, our coterie, met in a chemical dump ground, and there was a huge fight with feral vampires digging themselves up out of the garbage dump to attack everybody. And at the end of it, Humphrey Carr's character just called in an airstrike. He called in an Inquisition airstrike. And that's not even the most shocking thing that happened. The most shocking thing that happened was that Abu Salim's character, Lucius Ali, diablerized 2 vampires, including Rhodes, who you might remember from earlier in our series, who made a reappearance. Rhodes, the redneck shit-kicking anarch vampire, is no more, or is rather part of Lucius Ali's vitae now. So big shockers in our last session, and I'm eager to get into today's session and find out where it all goes. When the dust settles and the smoke clears, what's going to happen to this group of 3 kindred? Let's bring in our players. She is a fantastic actor, improviser, voice actor. She's playing Jen Brown, who can now blood surge, everybody. Please welcome Ashley Burch, everybody.
Woo, blood surge, blood surge.
Are you excited for that? Are you excited to use the new rule here?
I'm almost positive I'm going to forget that I can do it immediately. But maybe now that I've said that, I'll remember.
Well, that's okay.
It gets you hungrier, right? Is that part of the
It possibly gets you hungrier. You have to rouse roll. So, yeah, you might get hungrier. But on the other hand, you get an extra die to use in a physical attack or something. You know,
I need all the help I can get in that arena. So
that could come in handy for Jen,
yeah.
I think. All right. Well, try to remember. Look, whenever I'm playing a game, I always look at the book a couple days later, and I'm like, whoa, my character could do that. Playing Dungeons and Dragons, I think I'm just hitting things with a sword, and then weeks later I realize I have other options. So part of mastering it. And 10 years from now, when we're still playing Vampires of Pittsburgh, you'll know all the rules in and out, Ashley.
It's true. It'll be great.
Yes. Let's bring in our next player. He is a fantastic actor, improviser, and visual artist, cartoonist, who plays Curtis Krieger, a man with a dog who kind of is a dog himself, a dirty dog. Please welcome Ross Bryant, everybody.
Oh, hey, Jared!
Hey.
Wow, refined introduction. You just caught me looking at one of my tapes, which
We ran out of books, huh?
Yeah, we're hidden in the basement of my books. This maybe is a plug for another Stream of Blood property. We discussed, you and I discussed esoteric literature and lore with Eric Mona on another ep, and good Lord, does he put whatever esoteric collection I have to shame. So I've got to start seeking down new hallways. But seeing as our group is currently on the run, up against the wall, and needs all the help they can get, I found in my collection one of my prized tapes, Running to Rhythm, music to pace you, subliminal messages to motivate you.
Subliminal messages?
This
what are they?
This I think is a trend in like 80s exercise tapes where not only is it like presents you with a rhythm where you can run, but I've listened to this and it's kind of like these mid-tempo disco jams with lots of like, you can do it, keep going, don't stop, like kind of like burbling away softly in the mix.
That sounds really chilling and horrifying.
Yeah, that sounds like gothic horror.
Yeah, exercise with a side of brainwashing.
Wow. Now I want to work it into the game somehow. Okay. We'll think on that later. I'm going to bring in our third player. He is a fantastic actor, improviser, a voice actor, a Diablerist. His character, Lucius Ali, just ate 2 other vampires, a loose cannon. Have we made a mistake inviting him into the game? Please welcome Abu Salim, everybody.
Hey.
Man, the myth.
Who, me?
Who? I
little me.
Little me.
So your character has had his fun, Abu, and now he's got to explain himself to his fellow vamps. Do you have any kind of plan for that? I mean, what do you?
No idea. I have no idea. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen, really.
Well, it's a good thing you're a great improviser. Working with 2 great improvisers here. We're gonna find out what happens right now. Are you guys ready to play some Vampire the Masquerade?
Yeah, ready.
Then let's do it. Vampires are real. They infest our cities, feed on our children, control our institutions. Among the vampires who call themselves the Kindred, there is one most important rule. Stay hidden. Don't reveal our existence to the humans. Maintain the masquerade. A year ago, 3 vampires in Pittsburgh broke that rule. Now the Inquisition controls the city, hunting the hunters, putting their havens to the torch. Your friends are dead. The city is burning. There's nowhere left to run. This is lockdown. And let's bring our players back in. And I want to set a scene. And the scene is you've all made it to the car. The Tahoe, we said. Brad Lockwood is driving. He's driving very fast and he's screaming. Clara, Lucius's touchstone, is also in the car with you. She's also screaming. Brad Lockwood is just, because there's just been an airstrike, you understand? That's why everybody's screaming. And Brad Lockwood's going, what the fuck, man? They bombed us. The deep state is starting the purge. And Clara is just screaming at Lucius. She's screaming at Lucius. She's saying, Lucius, this isn't what we talked about. You said you were going to stop these things from hurting people. Is that what you were doing back there? Is that what you were doing? Everybody's screaming and shouting. And I would like your characters, how are they handling themselves in the wake of this airstrike that just occurred, this battle that just occurred, and in the wake of Lucius's behavior in the last session?
How injured is Jen? As a reminder, because I think I'm the only one that got hurt from the airstrike.
That's right. How many health levels does she currently have? Do you see there? Do you have them?
I only have 3.
Okay. So
out of how many? Is that pretty bad, or is it?
Your health levels are always equal to 2 of your stats. I believe it's, I can look here and see. So she normally only has, she's not a super she's not our tank. She's not our tank. She normally only has like 5.
Okay.
So now she's down to 3.
So is that like in a spot of bother, like really hurt, or is it just sort of injured?
It's pretty bad for her because she's a
Pretty bad
thin
for her.
blood. So she
Okay.
takes aggravated damage from normal things that vampires might sort of shrug off. Although she can begin to try, begin to start healing it if she'd like.
I think I'm going to try to get everyone to shut up by using compel.
Oh, that's a great idea. Give me a compel roll to get everybody to shut up, to take control of the situation here.
I forget what I have to roll for that. Is that
No problem. I have it right here. You need
Charisma.
to roll charisma plus dominate. And I'm not going to I'm not going to let people resist you. But what I'm going to say is that you have to get 3 successes because it's total chaos in the car right now and people are agitated.
I got 2.
Okay, great. I think that with 2 successes, it's not quite enough. So what do you say? Tell me what Jen is doing.
I think she's in pain and she's pissed. And so I think it's not elegant. I think she's going, everyone shut the fuck up, and trying to get everyone to shut the fuck up.
Cool. So she's kind of yelling too, and using her vampire powers to do it. And so that's another person kind of yelling in the car. And would anybody else like to tell me what they're doing?
I think, okay, yeah. I think Curtis is in the passenger seat, and it's just like rabble all around. It's just like, God damn it, everybody just needs to just relax, focus, and drive. And maybe when this compel scream comes through, it's just, he maybe feels it because Jen is maybe the closest thing to a master he has at the moment.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, come, right. Craig, we need to where did they come from? We need to get to Craig and Dylan now.
Right. That's an interesting tactic. Would you like to communicate that to others, or are you just telling me what's going on in Curtis's head? And
I
that's
think I'm
fine.
saying that. Yeah.
You're saying it to everybody. Okay. Let's see. Give me some kind of roll to see if you kind of calm down things in the car by bringing it back to, the whole point of the mission. To recap very briefly, was that your friends Craig and Dylan disappeared while investigating the Inquisition camp in Sheenley Park, and you eventually tracked them back to this dump site where the Inquisition showed up and there was a big battle. So, what do you have there?
Leadership, I guess.
That's great. Leadership. Give me a leadership role with let's say composure. Sounds good to me.
Sounds about right. How am I composed at the moment? So I think that's.
Oh, and I also you know what? I wanted 3 successes from Jen. She didn't get it. I only want 1 success from you.
Okay. Well, I got 2 successes.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do manage to calm things down before vampires start, because all of you were kind of like starting to get like the way, dogs in a pen would get when all the dogs start barking, like you almost started barking yourselves, right? Because you are predators. But now, Curtis has reminded you what your prey is, what your goal is. And so finally everybody is quiet because Curtis brought up that your friends are missing and you need to help.
Don't forget why we did this. There's a reason why we do things. We went in there to get some answers, and they torched the truck, killed and blew up all the people who knew where they were.
We had someone who knew where they were, and he killed them. And I'm just going to stare at Lucius.
Lucius, by the way, is covered in blood. Covered. Like, he's red from head to toe. Which is probably why Claro is going nuts.
Yeah. And I'm just I'm looking, and I'm kind of I'm like doing like the 1,000-yard stare, and I'm still sort of trying to recollect like what the fuck just happened. But then as soon as I hear like names, because of the fact that it is quite fresh, do I feel like I could almost like instinctively call as to where they are, like almost envision where they are in the sense, because I have just eaten the 2 people who know where they are.
I think that I'll allow it, absolutely. And what I think I would like from you Lucius, is a blood potency, which your blood potency is now 3,
Right.
plus your composure roll.
Okay.
And depending on the number of successes, that's the amount of information you'll get.
Okay, I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So for 2 successes, when they start asking you, where are Dylan? Where is Craig? You get a fuzzy vision of a whale, like a cartoon whale opening its mouth really wide.
So I'm like, when I'm feeling Jen. Real. Oh my God, what the fuck?
that's the vision you had for a moment.
And I'm literally and I'm like, there's a whale, a whale with a mouth open. There's a feeling of fun. Is it fun or dread in the belly of the beast?
He's gone fucking insane.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
No, this is where we'll find your friends.
Do I hear? Can I roll to see if I can divine any sense from this?
You mean if you know what he's talking about? Certainly.
Yeah.
An intelligence plus, let's make it a wits roll. Intelligence plus wits. If you'd rather use investigation, you can use that.
I'll use intelligence plus wits. Wait a minute. Okay, 1 success. I'm gonna use a willpower maybe.
That's a good idea.
Okay, 3 successes.
That's enough for you to remember that there is there's an attraction at the old Kennywood amusement park.
Yeah.
10 minutes from the dump site in Homestead that is called Noah's Ark. There's an old attraction there called Noah's Ark.
Did you grow up around here? I know you didn't. You didn't grow up around here, but did you ever go to Kennywood as a kid?
No.
I mean, it sounds like Noah's Ark, right? The whale, all the creepy animatronics.
Will this trigger anything for me, or is it just like
when he says Noah's Ark, you do see in your vision, that there is sort of like a boat in the background, right? Like
a boat and a man standing with animals too. But yes, that's we need to go there. We need to go there now.
And I look at Jen. I'm like, yeah, we need to go there now. And then I'm like kind of checking out the AR-15 that I stole from the rednecks.
Do I have any sense of what diablerizing someone does?
I think if you give me an occult plus intelligence roll, depending on the amount of successes, is how much I will tell you. You know what you could also use, Jen, is you have a little bit of medicine if you'd prefer to use that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've been doing a lot of work with blood. Remember you were bringing people in to kind of like drain their blood voluntarily as like kind of a blood bank. So you might have learned a couple things about blood through your blood alchemy and things like that.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. So you actually remember a sermon from Mary, a recitation from the Book of Nod, about how Mary had explained that the blood was the vitae was someone's very soul, and that if it was consumed, they took on that person's mind, their thoughts, their soul, the essence of their life. In other words, I would say Jen Brown is completely aware that the way that Lucius is getting this information is because he has consumed Rhodes and Deb.
Okay, is that occurring to me now, or would I have known that from the beginning?
I think that it's occurring to you now, but it is something that you just may know about Diablerie or what happens when you feed on other kindred.
Okay. Do I know whether or not it's possible that Rhodes could take back over at some point, or Deb could take back over?
You got 2 successes, right? I think that it makes sense for you to suspect that that's a possibility.
Okay.
You would also remember that to Mary, this was a horrifying sacrilege. I mean, just the worst thing you could do to another vampire would be to consume them in this way. It's basically like, according to Mary, imprisoning them inside of you forever.
Okay. I feel like Ashley probably knows that it's Lucius, but I feel like Jen doesn't know whether or not it's Rhodes. Can I tell in some way?
You're trying to find. Okay, so you're trying to find out if Lucius is under the control of this other guy, right? Why don't you give me an insight plus, let's say, manipulation, and you have to talk to him. I want to see you talk to him.
Okay. I got 1 success.
A 1 success. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a little information, but maybe I'll give you more information if after I hear what you're asking him, after you guys role played a little bit.
Lucius?
Yes.
How do I know this is you? You've got Rose and Deb trapped in there, don't you?
I can feel them. I can taste them. But it's me.
Fucking trap.
Me. I can taste them. It's me. It's me. It's me. It is me. It is me. It is me. It is me. It is. Believe me, it is me. I am here. I am here. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear.
Well, ask him a question that only he would know the answer to.
Sure. Let's see. Luce, what was that store we went to on the corner growing up? Where we got the candy?
It was a corner store run by a bard. He was a lovely man, lovely chap and fellow. Always used to give us free sweets. He used to always give us free sweets when we didn't have enough, even though we did have enough money. It was sweet of him, kind of him.
He's acting really weird, but yeah, I mean, that's mostly true. He's only fed on vampires before. He's never finished them off.
Well, let's go to this place. How far away is it?
It's very close now. Brad tells you he's gonna have you there in 5 minutes.
Is there any way to have a conversation with Clara that Lucius can't hear?
I don't know. Is there? I think. What I'll tell you from your 1 success, Jen, is that it does seem like him, but as you can see, he's acting weird. He's like, he's acting like he's a little bit in shock, really. But who knows what's going on? But you're not hearing Rhodes's manner of speech. You're not seeing Rhodes in his face, so you think maybe you're okay. You could, and I want to say, just because the car can be there in 5 minutes doesn't mean you have to go directly there. You have some time left in the night. You could stop and get cleaned up. Make I wouldn't let you take hours and hours of prep, but you could make some sort of preparations if you'd like.
I need to get this blood off me. I can still smell them. I can still taste them. I need to get this blood off me.
The Monongahela River is right near your location. I mean, barring that, you'd have to go inside somewhere to find a water source.
Please, just take me to anywhere. Just take me to a water source anywhere near here, please. Please.
We can leave him with Clara. I don't want to wait any longer to get to Dylan.
I want... You see what he did back there? I want him with me when we get any scrapes in where we're going.
We don't know what he's going to do. Look at him. He's cracking.
I mean, aren't we all? It's like I'm like, we need all the muscle we can get right now.
Well, if we're going to do it, let's do it fast.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We'll go in, we'll do it fast and real clean. What could go wrong? No.
Curtis is acting like he's a hair's breadth away from frenzy. So am I to understand you're going to forego any kind of preparation or even letting Lucius wipe off, and you're going to head straight to Kennywood?
I don't know. It might.
No, we can let him wash up. But
Yeah, yeah. I asked Brad to pull off into a on a side street so that Lucius can wade in the water.
He can literally walk down the bank to the river out here. This is a little ways outside of the city, so not all the waterfront property is completely developed, and so there are like places where he can walk off into the weeds and kind of fall down a steep embankment and kind of wash himself off. And so Lucius, the moon is shining above you as you were literally like bathing yourself in disgusting river water to kind of get, but the blood is coming off. The blood is coming off. The clothes are stained, but the scent is gone. That might help revive your senses a little bit, your sense of self, or it might not. Play it as you will. So Lucius is cleaned off. What's our next step?
Going to the place, right?
Yeah, I think if it would be possible to ask him, because they said that they were creating a new Anarch army. I don't know how successful they've been, but I wonder if Lucius has any access to any knowledge of how many people might be in this spot.
That is a great idea. That's a great idea. The other thing I'll say is that did you still want to talk to Clara while Lucius is gone? Because he has gone to run this errand on his own. Or do you think you got the information you needed?
I would talk. I'll talk to her really fast.
All right. She's kind of staring off into the weeds where Lucius went to wash off, looking nervous, kind of wringing her hands. A little out of character for her because you've known her to be very brash and sort of cocky, but now she looks concerned.
He's never killed before tonight.
He's hurt people, and he only feeds on your kind. But I've never seen him like that.
There's something going on with him. When a vampire kills another vampire by feeding, the people he killed, it's like they're trapped in him. And I'm afraid that if we're not careful, that either one of them could take control.
No, not from Lucius. He's strong in here.
Okay.
Someone else's mind won't take control of him. This is part of his plan, you understand?
I'm just saying.
He didn't ask for this.
I know.
But he's gonna make she that did it to him pay.
All I'm saying is, I don't know your brother. You do. Just watch him.
If something seems off, I'll let you know, Gent Brown.
Thanks.
Lucius returns.
Look, I'm sorry you didn't have to see any of that. That was something that look, it's a long story, and maybe I'll tell you it when we have more time. But look, let's go save your friends. Just know that I am here for you, and I will never, ever, ever harm you. You've both been so kind to me and my sister that I truly am grateful for everything. And I will do anything that I can in my power to help you both. Help you all.
Hey, we've all seen and done things we maybe regret. What matters is how you deal with them afterwards. I've made a lot of mistakes, more mistakes than most, but I owe this guy a debt. I can't leave him there to be turned.
We need information, Lucius. I don't know how much you have after feeding on roads, but they said they were building another army. And they're idiots, but they may have gotten some vulnerable folk to join their cause or forced them to join their cause. So I need to know what we're walking into. Do you have any idea?
I'll do my best. Bear with me. I'm going to start focusing and trying to think and try and really, really feel. So what am I doing, DM?
It's already fainter than it was before, Lucius, but you can roll your blood potency plus composure again to see if you can dredge up more information. And I understand it's a different question this time. You're kind of thinking well, tell me, what is the question you're asking yourself?
I'm asking who is, like, how many people are there? Like, how far is this? What is this group? What is this group? And who are they, in a way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
okay.
especially in the essence of of how roads and how what's the lady I ate? What's her name?
I didn't
Eat
even
him,
learn her
eat him,
name.
and forget him. Oh,
Yeah, you know what I mean? And just in
Man.
there is it.
That was Deb. So yes, yes, no problem. When you are ready, you can roll your blood potency of 3 plus your composure of, looks like you have a 2.
2. I got 4 successes.
Wow.
That is a lot. And so you see 2 men's faces, and each time you see them, you feel so close to them. You see them in various stages of their lives, like you see them as young boys growing into angry young men. So you see those 2, but you also see a group of other people, and they all radiate warmth. Altogether, about there's only four of these people that sort of radiate warmth, right? That have the blush of life about them. And then you see a skinny woman in a tank top, covered in tattoos, with long black kind of matted hair, and she is pearly white all over. And as she moves to the forefront of your mind, the snake tattoos on her body sort of start to kind of move and writhe about her neck. And that is the end of your vision.
I'm relaying all this information to you, and I'm just like, yeah, that's like, by the detail. Jared basically did what I did.
Yeah,
right now.
And Clara says, she doesn't sound like your type, Lush.
No. Maybe not.
I forgot her name somehow, but our pal that's mad at me from the
Circe. It's not her.
It's not Circe, right? Okay.
It's not her. Circe has like a mohawk.
Okay.
I may have described them both as having a very popular motif in tattoos, the snake. Don't read too much into that.
okay.
Okay.
How many mortals were Deb and Rhodes with in their truck? It was like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, there were 4 in the truck. Yeah.
So that tells me that they left with the bulk of their army. So the people who are back there, it might only be a snake lady.
Okay. Then I say we go in. We've left them long enough.
Cool. Yeah.
You pull up. Brad Lockwood goes, hell yeah. You pull up to the front gate of the Kennywood amusement park. It's been shut down because of the pandemic. And it looks lonely. cold and in the dark, sort of foreboding. And it has a bit of an old-fashioned air to it in the first place. If it hadn't been shut down due to the sickness, it might have been shut down just due to lack of interest. Because it has a very mid 1960s vibe to it. I will say that the front gates are bashed open. It looks like by some sort of vehicle moving into them, just kind of hanging open. You have to move through an enormous parking lot to get to that front gate. But there it is, and you can walk into kind of a little there. Yep, there's the sign for Kennywood right there, and you do see the roller coaster hills looming over the park. So there's a little square as you come in the front gate, and I'm not saying that you've traveled in there yet. You can tell me how you'd like to approach, but there's a little square as you enter the front gate, and that's when you have to start making decisions on where you're going to walk to, etc. So let me know.
Can I this may be, I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I think Curtis is from the area. I think it's safe to say that Curtis is like kind of a yinzer, and he's like, I used to go here on field trips and stuff. So can it make sense to know that like Curtis knows where Noah's Ark is, like he went there as a kid?
Well, I think that that's not an unreasonable ask, but at the same time, I don't think it's quite that simple because I've been to amusement parks. I couldn't tell you where specific attractions are. So why don't we give you a roll? And roll will be another intelligence plus wits. That's what we'll use for memory. And I think to remember exactly where an attraction is going to require 3 successes.
While he's doing that, can I look around for any of those maps that they give out at the front, or any of those like maps that are in those like plastic containers in the middle of the square or whatever?
Yeah. So when you get up to like where people would have bought tickets, Jen Brown, you do find those maps just kind of like a dirty old one kind of sitting in a. How did you do on your roll there?
2 successes, but I mean, luckily we've got an actually smart person here. So as Curtis is like, it was right over there. I think I got it.
I used to go on that ride over there.
It's like, or maybe.
Curtis?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I'll hand it to him. I'll let him be the captain.
It's not very far in. It's not very far into the park, and so let me know how you'd like to approach the Noah's Ark attraction.
Is it sort of it's in the middle of everything, or is it backed up against a wall? Does it lead into another part of the park?
That's a fair question. So I think what you find is that you're sort of facing north as you enter the park, and the Noah's Ark attraction has its back to you, and it's kind of lacking terminology for an amusement park. It's like a block away, but it faces the way you're facing. So you kind of have to go around into another street, and then you will be looking. When you go around into the next lane, then it'll be there. But it's not really visible or approachable from behind because there are all these gift shops and things here in this main square that kind of butt up against it.
Okay. I mean, should we just try to go in, or should we try to be sneakier about it?
Is there anything that I can possibly think in regards to like different entrances or anything? Tap into something again.
You could do a little tactics, right? You could, if you wanted to, you could try a little tactics. So you tell me what you would use, but you could try melee, not melee, sorry, stealth is what I meant. Stealth plus wits, or you could try, let's see, awareness plus wits would just like let you kind of scout ahead a little bit. Stealth plus wits would allow you to sneak very quietly. You could even try maybe investigation with a lot of successes, or subterfuge with a lot of successes added to like dexterity would allow you to do sort of like commando movement into the park, so that you're in the best possible strategic position when you get to the place where the Noah's Ark attraction is.
I think maybe we should do stealth and
stealth and
wits.
Stealth wits. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Good luck, guys. I have neither.
Cover us.
Well, what we'll do is we'll do a group action. And what that means is I'm going to just see if these guys get enough. I mean, we'll just see if we get enough successes to cover everybody. Okay. So I'm going to say to cover, are you taking Brad, Lockwood, and Clara with you?
I feel like
Should leave them.
Leave them.
I would like to. Jen would like to take Clara because she's still not convinced that Lucius is on the world. But
you could try and convince me.
I couldn't.
But to be honest, I don't speak for Clara, right? So, but you can ask.
Yeah, right. I think I'd vote. I think maybe it would be better if Clara sticks with us for this one.
What?
I'm ready. Can I have a gun?
What?
That was so fast.
A gun. If we're walking into trouble, I should have a gun, Lush.
You know how to use one? And I pull out my 38 and I'm like, you ever? It's like it's pretty small, so it should be.
What could be so hard about it? What?
No, wait. No. Why? What? No, she has to stay. This could be dangerous. What are you doing?
Lucius, you lost your mind back there, and the only thing that got you out of it was remembering that Clara was waiting for you.
Right, I'm like your insurance, Lush.
Yeah. Whatever. Fine. Fuck. Listen. Fucking. Fuck. Okay. Fine.
Right. You know what? Give me the gun if we get in a tight spot. I'll use my fists. And she knows that's kind of funny, so she laughs.
Oh my god. Okay. Great. Brilliant.
I'm just here to monitor Lucius. I understand.
Great.
I suggest maybe if we go in to do the extraction, maybe Jen and Clara can stay outside and cover our retreat. And also warn us if anybody slips in while we're inside.
Okay.
And so I give the gun to Clara. I'm like, you two can decide who gets to do the honors. And
Forgive me, Ross. So you're saying who's covering the retreat? Clara? Is that what you're saying?
maybe if they stay outside and watch the entrance exit while
of the arc itself.
While
Okay.
we go in and
So once
check
you
it
get
out.
around, once you get around to that other street in the park and you get up to it, she stays outside. Understood. Okay. Well, if we're ready, we can make that wits plus stealth roll, and I'm going to say because we have 4 people going in, Clara plus the 3 of you, then you need to give me one more success than that altogether. So you need to give me 5 successes among you to kind of keep quiet as you move.
okay.
I couldn't do wits plus intelligence, could I? Because I don't have any stealth.
I'm afraid not. I'm just going to have you do wits, and I think I need to give you an untrained penalty as well. Let me see if I can do that. I apologize, my friend, but let's see here.
So far,
It's
we've
okay.
got 3 successes. So
And I also got 3 successes, so that's a
We're
total.
good. We don't even have to. It's not.
We don't even have to see if
Don't worry.
we get a
Hey.
bestial failure on that. Don't forget that Clara gets to roll as well.
right.
We should get a little backpack that can sit in when you guys
Clara-
are moving around. So that I stop
Clara
looking
got?
shit up.
Clara adds 1 success. So,
Oh, good.
That's pretty good. That's actually very good. So you guys now have 7 successes. I told you you needed 5, so you've got 2 extra. So I'm going to rule that puts you at a pretty advantageous place. And so as you come around to the street where you can see the Noah's Ark up ahead on your right, it's like kind of down this lane quite a bit. Yes, down the
angle.
lane quite a bit on your right. You see that right across from it is a cafe. And you can see guys with guns in that cafe, and one of them is like on like a walkie-talkie going, "Come in,
Uh-oh.
come on back." And they're just kind of like walking around, waiting to hear something on this walkie-talkie.
It's one guy, yeah?
2.
2. Okay. I'm gonna look at Jen and just kind of be like, you have something similar to what I can do. It's something to do with the mind, the power of being able to control others. Yes, I've seen you use it before.
Yes.
Right. You take one and I'll take the other.
What are we telling them to do?
At ease. Make them think that everything is fine. Everything is good. Just keep them believing this false reality or fantasy that, they're just bog standard on their, patrolling or just, being security fucking guards as they do. All I need, so you tell one of them that, I don't know, either cloud their fucking idea of thoughts or mesmerize them or do something, but just you take one and I'll take the other.
Okay.
Now, I will say, and Lucius wouldn't know this, I think this is completely in character. Jen Brown, you know that your power just kind of lets you give one command. You can't really tell someone, hey, your boss just phoned back and said everything's fine. That's Lucius's mesmerism allows him to do that. But your power would just allow you to kind of give them one command.
Okay.
But still, why don't we try this? Because it's really exciting. So you are moving toward the 2 gentlemen. They are holding big guns. One has like a rifle and the other one has another automatic rifle. And they are not paying attention to you. So I'm going to allow your stealth roll to kind of let you get up to them, and then you can make your make your rolls for your disciplines.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So they hear your foot treads just as you get up to them. They turn. One has the walkie-talkie and a big AR-15 in his hand. The other one's holding like a deer hunting rifle. They turn to look at you. A cigarette falls out of one's mouth because they're shocked that you've just snuck up on them like that. And what are you using? Let's do Lucius first.
I'm going to do mesmerize.
Right. Okay. Give me a rouse check. Just roll one die and see if it's a success.
Yep.
Very good. And now give me a manipulation plus your dominate score.
Manipulation. Where is that?
Manipulation right there in the center under your social attributes.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. All right, cool. Plus 3, so that's 5. Wow, 5 successes. Okay.
Ooh, that's really well done. And this guy got 2, so that's so what are you telling him?
I'm saying you feel incredibly sleepy. It's been a long, long night, and you just need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some shut eye, Tad. And he kind of backs up onto one of the tables and this sort of concrete tables in this outdoor cafe and sits down. And his friend's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And now it's Jen Brown's turn.
As he does that, by the way, I'm taking his gun.
Of course, yeah.
As he does that.
Oh boy, can I blood surge for this?
Oh, I love this. Go on.
Yes. Do it.
I thought that blood surge. You know what? I'm going to look up the rule. I want to get it right. And
you had that in the chamber, didn't you?
Okay. Increase dice pool for one roll by your surge rating. I think it's normally done for physical, but chat. Do you know? Can you do a blood surge for mental or social attributes? I want to allow it, but I also want to get it right. Okay, you know what? You can search for anything. Okay, thank you, Twist. Great. Okay, so here you go. Go ahead and blood surge. Now that Thin Bloods can do that, you need to make a rouse roll for me.
I did not get hungrier.
Okay, great. And now you can make your normal roll for compel. And I want to know what you're telling this guy.
And I get to add a die. Is that the deal?
That's right, because
Okay.
you're going to roll your charisma plus dominate, but you're adding a point to your charisma. You've surged your charisma, and let's see how this gentleman does in opposition to you, and tell me what you're commanding him to do.
I think I'm just going to follow Lucius's example and have him take a little nap.
Yeah, so with compel, it's a lot more quick and dirty. So you're kind of like sleep. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it wouldn't have to be screaming, but it could be like, sleep. Yeah, exactly. So how'd you do?
Willpower, just a tiny bit of willpower, just a teensy little bit of willpower. Didn't matter. I got 2 successes.
You got 2 successes. He got 2 successes, which I think means that he is kind of like fighting it. Like you're like sleeping. He's like trying to raise his hunting rifle and like point it at you. And he is going to try to pull.
He's going to try to pull the trigger?
Yes.
Hit him in the head.
We can all declare actions. He's going to try to pull the trigger at Jen. Lucius is going to try to bash him in the back of the head. What is Jen Brown going to do?
I can't just try again, right? I can't just go like, no, seriously, go to sleep.
I think that you cannot just try again. So you have to do something else. And I would say at this close,
I'm
this
right
close
there.
range,
So I feel like I want to.
You can dodge. I will allow a dodge. I will allow a dodge at this close range. Okay, here he goes. He's going to try to fire at you. I want you to roll for dodging. I want you to roll dexterity plus athletics. Lucius, I want you to roll your strength plus brawl. And here we go.
God, I'm so useless physically. This sounded like a lot of dice.
Okay, how did we do, Jen Brown?
1 success.
How did we do, Lucius?
1 success.
Okay, this guy got. You're not gonna believe it. This guy got 1 success. Oh my God. So I'm going to rule that everybody goes tumbling into kind of a free-for-all all of a sudden, right? Like, he's about to shoot Jen Brown. Lucius pushes him, like bashes him, but it's not enough to knock him out or get him to drop the gun. The gun goes off. It doesn't hit Jen Brown, but it does go off. I would like now to just everybody to declare an action because things are happening kind of crazily and kind of fast. So let's start with the person we haven't heard from yet, Curtis Krieger.
Is the scrum of bodies so tight that I couldn't get that it would be insane to take a shot at this guy?
I would say it would be insane to take a shot at the guy who's engaged with Lucius and Jen. I would allow you to hit him on 4 successes.
Did the gunshot wake up Sleepy Boy?
The gunshot. Now that's a real smart question. Yes, it in fact did.
Oh my
God!
God.
He got so many successes.
The sleeping beauty. I know, but it's not a sleep power. It's a suggestion power.
Right.
Yeah. So after that gunshot goes off, maybe can I say that I've tried to take up a position where I could cover everybody, but still kind of close the distance relatively quickly? Let's say guns are already going off. I take a shot at him. I take a shot at Sleepy Boy.
Take a shot at Sleepy Boy. That's what you're going to do. So put together a dice pool of dexterity plus firearms. Jen Brown, what are you going to do?
I'm already on the ground, I think, right? Because I just dodged. I'm just going to try to... These guys are mortals, right?
They seem to be, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for the dude's legs. I'm gonna try to sweep the legs. I'm gonna even inelegantly, even if I just throw my body against him or something, I want to sweep his legs out from under him.
Strength plus brawl, Jen Brown.
I don't have brawl. Oh no.
That's okay. Do you have no, that's what it has to be. You're sweeping someone's legs. Yes, absolutely.
Damn, it couldn't be athletics or anything, because I could also just toss my own body.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll allow it because you're doing kind of like a rugby scrum or whatever. So yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow you to use that. And then Lucius Ali, what are you going to use?
So
what are you going to do?
I'm going to say keep one alive, and then I'm gonna go and take a shot at sleeping guy because I feel like he's just waking up and it's easier to get at.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. So here we go. Everybody roll your dice pools.
So what do I roll?
Oh yeah. If you're taking a shot, give me a Dex plus firearms roll.
Okay.
And
it's gonna be hilarious.
so our guy did wake up, just so you know. He's like reaching for his gun, but he doesn't have it. And his eyes suddenly go up to the intruders around him, and he's realizing the full problem in his situation. The other guy is attacking Jen Brown, right? Trying to keep a hold of his gun and kind of bash her with the end of it. And he's getting 3 successes on his strength plus brawl roll. So Jen Brown, how did your roll go? How did your kind of sweep the leg roll go?
I rolled once, then I got a total failure. So naturally, I spent a willpower, and I got a total failure.
Jen Brown, Lucius has left you to go shoot somebody. This guy smashes Jen Brown in the head to the tune of, I'm going to call it 2 superficial damage.
Does that equal 1 aggravated? Or how do I?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot how to do this.
No, it's okay. Keep in mind to make like a full X for aggravated and just like a scratch, like a 1 check for superficial. You can heal the superficial damage much easier, meaning you could heal it right now by like starting rouse rolls to do that. But the aggravated is a lot harder to get rid of. And you have aggravated from the airstrike in our last session. So Jen Brown is sort of in trouble because I can tell you that the guy, now that he's bashed her with the end of his rifle, he's now like starting to do this. But you guys have already declared your actions, so you can't change them now. I'm going to go with Curtis Krieger first. You're shooting at the guy who's waking up.
Well, let me tell you, it must not be hard to shoot a stationary object because Curtis got 8 successes, a messy critical.
Okay, so Lucius, give me your attack as well.
So I go for as I said, like I say, keep one alive, and I go to shoot the guy who was asleep, and I got 2 successes. Not 8, but
it's not 8. So I think the messy critical means that, so quickly, Curtis and Lucius both with cold-blooded vampires go gang gang and like get that guy. But you have a messy critical, Curtis, which means that your vampiric nature is taking over, your beast is taking over, and it's
something tells me that the thing causing that is seeing Jen Brown get her head knocked in by this guy's gun, and it's like, no,
yeah. But I think in this case, you take another shot.
Okay.
And keep in mind, it's a messy critical, Curtis. I think you take a shot so quick, like you're just like gang, and then you immediately swing over there. And the thing is, she's in the middle of a scrum she's in the middle of a fight with somebody else, which we said would be very tough.
Mm-hmm.
You got 8 successes on your last one, Kurt. Let's see how you do on this one.
I am on the ground. Does that help at all?
We'll see. Let's see how he does.
All right, here we go.
I gotta walk around with like a suit of armor on or something. I
know, right?
Getting my shit kicked in.
You can just be the good talker, basically.
Yeah, just keep me from far away on a walkie-talkie.
3 successes this time.
3 successes. Okay, I told you needed 4 successes to hit somebody without hitting your ally in the middle of a.
I maybe didn't catch that part. That might be enough for me to will pow if I can.
Maybe it's a good idea.
I'll do it. Okay,
I hope you get another 8.
Yeah. It's 6 successes.
And that's enough. Curtis Krieger in there. So you Lucius, you're like, keep one alive, and Curtis Krieger blows one of them up and then blows the other one up.
Fuck.
And that's when Clara like runs over and is like helping Jen Brown up from under the now inert body of the guy whose head has just been blown off. And she looks over at Curtis and she's like, "Good Lord, man.
What the fuck? What the fuck? They know we're here when
I thought you were going to put the mind whammy on them. What are you doing?"
I fucking tried, and then fucking Jen over here decided to just say sleep. I mean, why didn't you say more? You saw me. You saw what I did.
I'm not as strong as you, okay? Can we move on? We need to get Dylan.
I think I walk up and I'm just like, now's not the time. We need to move in there and extract Greg and Dylan.
Fuck.
Okay, tell me how you're moving in. It stands there before you.
And now whoever it is ready for us.
What guns do we have? So we've got. You said they've got 2 big guns, right?
That's right. You have a rifle and you have a here and an AR-15.
AR-15. Okay.
I think one's going to give you +3, to damage, and the other +4 to damage.
So I'm gonna go and give the one that has +4 damage to Ashley over here, to Jen, and be like,
Oh.
maybe you can use this, and then be like, we need to get the fuck in and out.
Great.
And then the other one, I think I'm just gonna give to I'm gonna just keep hold of just for now.
Okay. Let me know how you're moving in. Are you going stealthily, or do you think that doesn't matter now? Or who's taking point? That's important.
I'm gonna look at Curtis and be like, what do we do?
All right, let's go. Part of me, if we had a bigger team, I would. In that image you showed us, there's the whale mouth, the big whale mouth, but then there's also an exit right next to it. I assume it's a dark. It's kind of like a dark ride, but you walk through it on a set course.
It's a walk through funhouse on a set course.
Funhouse.
You're correct. Mm-hmm.
So that means if we go in the entrance and the exit, then in theory we'd meet in the middle, so it would be harder for someone to elude us. But,
that is logical.
But of course, we'd have to be split up. So I think, but we got Lucius and Curtis here. I feel like we can hang. If Clara and Jen watch the exits, and if anyone comes out but us, Dylan or Craig, blastify them.
Sounds good.
We know how good Jen is with firearms. I'm wondering if I should give you this AR-15, and then if you have something less, gnarly, you can trade me for it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the gun that you have on you right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got the AR-15 I took off the guys in the truck.
Oh,
and
you already have one.
Got my .38 pistol that I gave to Clara earlier.
Okay, I'll hold on to this AR-15. We'll see what happens.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Good.
So the situation, Jen, are you staying outside? Is that what I'm to understand? You and Clara are?
Yes.
Okay, so you're staying outside. You've got your weapons. Who's going in the exit? Who's going in the entrance?
I'll go through the exit. No, wait. No. Fuck. Yes, I'll go through the exit, mate.
Okay. That means I'm going into the whale.
You're going into the whale's mouth. So you enter in, and it's a very old-fashioned attraction with like kind of like weird fiberglass cartoon animals that the thing isn't on, so they're not moving. The lights aren't working. It's kind of really dark in here, and you're having trouble seeing. And it's tight. It's a tight space, and you kind of get a glimpse of yourself in kind of like a wavy mirror as you move into the innards of this thing. Lucius, same for you, although you can tell you're going through it in the reverse order, like you're going past like kind of a painted mural of a rainbow and Noah and his children holding hands, on a mountaintop. Very positive ending to the story of the fable of Noah's Ark. And so you're both moving in, and I need you to tell me whether you're being stealthy or if you are just going in hard.
I am going in stealthy.
Great. Give me a dexterity plus stealth roll. Curtis Krieger, how are you going in?
I am also trying to go in stealthy.
Okay, great. Give me a dexterity plus stealth roll from you, Curtis Krieger.
I got to ask something. So,
please,
my dice pool. So you say stealth plus dexterity. So that would be 6.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to get, and at the moment, because of my my feasting. I've got at the moment 0 hunger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible to get 7 successes? Even from rolling 6?
No, it's only possible to get 6 successes. So you just tell the little dice roll you're using that you have 0 hunger right now, and it should work out.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right. So now I've got 4.
You've got 4. Very good. And Curtis Krieger, how are you doing?
I'm perhaps a little more flustered. I've got 2 successes.
Great.
Supposed
So
to be the army guy.
But it's my friend.
Curtis Krieger, as you are entering a room where there's like a fake giraffe with kind of a stupid look on its face, it suddenly looks down at you and its eyes glow very red, and then the giraffe sort of slithers toward you, its neck extending toward you, and it starts to like come toward you to wrap around you. And I would like for you to make a composure plus wits roll.
Uh-oh. Okay. 5. Let's see how that goes. 2 successes?
Not enough.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you what happens. You are like, ah, and something bad happens right now because you are kind of scared or terrified by this bizarre image that you're seeing. And so you have -2 to whatever you do on your next kind of die roll. Okay. Because as the thing starts to wrap around you, you suddenly are like, ah, and you realize that it's not real. Lucius Ali, you come into kind of a broader area inside the thing, which is supposed to simulate like the inside of the Ark, where there are like various cages that people can walk around to and look at the different animals. And what you see as you come into this room is a woman with a matted, like long black hair and like kind of a spaghetti thin kind of tank top that's kind of rotting off. Like her face is covered in blood. And she has porcelain white skin, and she is kind of looking off in the other direction, say toward maybe the entrance of the attraction, and she turns around and starts running in your direction. And because of your successful stealth roll, she has not seen you yet. So, and I want to say, Curtis Krieger, you're almost to this room too. You were just like right outside of this room. Okay. So I would like to ask,
do I feel like I recognize her, right? She's from the vision. She's
from the vision. That's right.
Cool. So I am literally going to, when she comes down, I'm going to just throw my body at her and just try and just basically subdue her. Just like, kind of pin her in a way.
Great. First, I want you to make a blood potency plus a composure roll.
Okay. 4 successes.
Ooh. So for a second, you feel yourself like, let her go, let her go, let her go. And in fact, she gets all the way till she's almost past you. But then Lucius reasserts himself and does what he came to do. I'll also allow, so go ahead and give me since you're tackling her, give me a strength plus brawl roll. And Curtis Krieger, what would you like to do? You can hear footsteps now in the room ahead of you.
I rush toward them.
Okay, give me a dexterity plus athletics roll, -2 dice, because you have been spooked by that thing that you saw. And so she is going to just attempt to run here. Let's see. What does she have for this? She has.
Did we hear Curtis yell outside? Or was it a sort of muted, like, kind of thing?
Give me a wits plus awareness roll, Jen Brown.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's never good.
All right. So I know how she's doing, so I want to know how you guys did. Curtis Krieger, how did you do on your Dex plus Athletics?
2 successes, baby.
It's not enough to make it to her, and what I'm going to say is that you almost stumble on something, and what you have stumbled on is Dylan tied up, and beside her, Craig, your touchstone, with a ton of blood out of his neck, laying, bleeding, and he looks very, very pale. And that's why you didn't make it all the way there, is like you kind of stumbled onto that. How did you do, Lucius Ali?
I got 3 successes.
She got a messy critical.
Fuck.
And so what happens is you you guys, your eyes meet for half a second, and you go to tackle her, and she like blinks out of existence, and is like, you just hear tuk, 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 like down the hallway, like out of the attraction. And so now I want to call for another round of actions, and I would like to know what Jen Brown is doing. So Jen Brown, let's go with you first. What are you going to do?
I rolled my wits plus awareness and I got 2 successes. So did I hear Curtis?
You don't, but you know what you do hear? Footsteps coming out of the attraction toward you.
Ooh,
what would you like to do this round?
Oh shit. In front of me, right? And Clara is not in the way.
Clara's not in your way. She's watching like the entrance, and you took the exit.
So it's coming out of the exit.
It's coming out of the exit. Yep.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Can I tell how far away they are?
Yeah. Like mere feet, maybe 10. Like coming down the ramp out of the attraction.
I'm going to try and grab Clara and just start sprinting through the entrance, like away from basically just to go through where Curtis just went, away from whatever the sprinting is.
So you're going to get away from this person that's approaching you. Is that correct?
I'm going to attempt to, yes. Okay,
no problem. So just give me a straight Dex plus Athletics roll. And now, what are you going to do, Curtis Krieger, this round?
I'm going to use my K-bar knife to cut Craig's and Dylan's bindings.
Okay, great. That it will take you this round. And Lucius Ali, what are you going to do?
I'm going to say fuck, and then I am going to... Did I see which direction she went?
Yeah, you did. I mean, like, well, maybe not, but you could hear her. She wasn't able to become totally silent. So she was like, fuck, when she saw you and went blink out, like gone, like just disappeared before your very eyes.
Okay, so... But I don't know whether she went through the exit or whether she went deeper into.
You hear her going toward the exit. You hear her.
I'm going to fucking just dart there. I'm literally just going to sprint. Yeah.
Okay, give me a dexterity plus athletics roll. So, Jen Brown, how did you do on your dex plus athletics roll?
Wah, wah. 1 success.
1 success. Okay. That is, though, 1 success is all I need for you to get out of the way. Right?
I wanted to grab Clara and take her with me. Is that cool?
You aren't able to do that. You are just able to get out of the way with 1 success. You cut their bindings, and Dylan's like, looks at you, Curtis, and says, she was going to turn him. And Craig is there, and you know how someone gets turned. First they get drained, and then they get fed blood. Well, it looks like step 1 is complete.
So he's drained to the verge of death?
That's correct.
Is he gonna die unless
he gets medical attention immediately? Yes. Lucius Ali, you decided to chase the vampire out the door. How did your dexterity plus athletics roll go?
I got 2 successes.
Okay, she got 2 successes. So you can't see her. That's the problem. But you do see like Jen Brown or a shape that looks like Jen Brown like dart out of the way. And you can still hear the footsteps, but once they get off of that like wood that forms the attractions floor and out onto the concrete out in the big open area, it's a little harder. Do you want to continue to follow this invisible kindred?
No, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna fucking focus and listen and try and think like, or just pull some other weird mannerism of whatever thoughts or thinking in my head is in regards to tactics of what the anarchs would have thought of in regards to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, pull from that element and try and really realize and think who am I messing with and how am I going to fuck with them? You know what I mean?
Okay, so this round I want a wits plus awareness roll from you, Jen
Right.
Brown. I can rule that you are you've started into the entrance of the attraction. You can continue in to where Curtis is this round, or you can, you got out of the way of whoever was running in your direction. You could go back out. You can do whatever you want, basically. What would you like to do?
I want to go to where Curtis is.
Okay, great. So Jen Brown, it's going to take you this round just to get into that room where Curtis is at and sort of take in the scene that's going on. Curtis, what would you like to do this round?
I'm going to try okay, we got to go now. And I'm trying to pick up Craig and drag him back to the car. We got to get this guy a blood transfusion now.
Okay, so Dylan will help you. And so with her help, you only need to give me a strength plus athletics roll that gets, let's say, 2 successes to kind of get him out of the attraction. And so everybody, so roll that. And Lucius Ali, how did your wits plus awareness roll go?
Got 3 successes.
Lucius Ali, you suddenly look down the street of this amusement park and you see another big pickup truck. And you realize that's not part of the attraction. And if you were someone trying to make an escape, that's probably where you'd head.
I'm going to run for the pickup truck.
Okay, give me a dexterity plus athletics roll.
Two successes.
2 successes. Okay, let's see how she did. Okay.
Can I blood search?
You should and you can, sir.
Okay. Great. Thanks, mate.
Okay.
So wait, I can't, right?
What's that?
Did you say I can't?
You can, absolutely.
I can. Okay.
Oh, I would never say no to a player if I can help it. And the rules say that you're allowed to blood search right now. So rouse the blood. And we're going a little out of order. I'm going to come back to Jen and Curtis in 1 second. Rouse the blood.
Nice.
And then you will add 3 dice to your roll here in your dexterity.
Oh my God, you add 3. That's so nuts.
Mm-hmm.
6 successes, motherfucker.
Okay. This is what happens. Suddenly, Lucius just draws on all that blood inside of him, and there's this burst of speed from Lucius, and suddenly you see the door to the truck go open, and you're on top of her, and she's unable to kind of hold her invisibility together when you smash into the side of the truck, and she falls back and becomes visible again. Her straggly, wet look, black hair. It's clearly dyed black. And she's she looks like an emaciated kind of redneck hag. She's just hissing at you, and she might be about to frenzy. But let's go back to Curtis and Jen Brown. Curtis, how'd you do on your roll?
3 successes.
Great. So 3 successes means you're able to get Craig out into the air. You've got him on the ground, but I've got bad news for you. I'm rolling a die, and that's how many rounds you have before Craig is dead, unless medical attention is properly administered. Looks like I got a 5, which is pretty lucky. So
5 rounds. Okay.
Okay.
Until Craig passes away, and that's very bad for you because he is one of the few remaining connections you have to your humanity. Yeah, there's poor Craig. He's probably holding his arm. He's holding his neck right now. So I'm going to let you guys declare actions. Curtis and Jen Brown, what action would you like to declare?
I'm with Curtis now.
I thought so. Yeah. I mean, you went
great.
into that room with him, so it would make sense you could follow him out if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Or I'm just so Clara is also nearby?
She is.
I'm just your brother's a doctor, right? He's the doctor, right? Well, he's got to do something and do it now.
Oh, boy.
Where the fuck is he?
You sound pretty agitated. Why don't you give me a willpower roll, Curtis?
Okay. Uh-oh. Total failure.
Okay. Now roll your humanity score. Or actually, what's 1/3 of your humanity score?
1/3 of my current. Now I lost 1 pip. So I think I lost 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like, I don't know, 2.
Okay, roll those 2 die as well.
I don't know if you round up or round down. Oh my God. Another total failure.
Okay, so Curtis, you see red, and you see red for Lucius Ali because he's a doctor and he's not here. He's not here to help your friend. And so, Curtis, you go feral and you start heading off across the park to where you can see Lucius engaging in some kind of melee with that other vampire.
I go feral. Okay. Right.
You're doing. Remember how we described?
When frenzy? It's like, it's not. I'm not running like this. It's down on 4s, and it's a lope. It's a lupine dash.
Ashley, what would Jen Brown like to do this round?
God damn. I'm gonna. Oh motherfucker. I'm gonna tell Clara to go get the car. Go get Brad. Basically, have him, like, the gates are busted open, right? So he could just drive in here.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell her to sprint to the car, tell Brad to come here, drive the car here as fast as possible.
She heads off like a shot. Okay.
There's nothing I can do to stabilize Craig, right?
Well, the thing is, it's loss of blood. So there might be something you can do. Yes, actually, I said he was still bleeding. So if you would like to try a medicine roll, I might be able to buy you a couple more rounds. Not many. You could give me a dexterity plus medicine roll right now. And Jen Brown, you are adept in doing drawing blood from people, because remember you said you'd set up that kind of clinic to feed yourself way early in our first series, I think.
But it would need to be the same blood type, no?
Oh, I'm not saying that you're giving a transfusion right now. I'm just saying you're stopping the bleeding. So you kind of know how to do. You know basic first aid. That you have. I see on your sheet that you do have 1 pip in medicine, don't you?
I do. It's just not a great dice pool. It's like it's 3. It's 3. And another question is: there's no way to feed him a little bit of blood and not turn him into a vampire, right? He's got to get human blood right now. There's no way to stabilize him with Vitae.
Jen Brown, you're a thin blood. You can't.
I can't do shit.
Turn.
Okay.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't turn.
You can't turn people into vampires.
But I will make him addicted to blood.
He will. He might develop. Not definitely, but he might develop a taste for your blood.
Fucking okay. We got a couple rounds. I'm going to see if this medicine roll works first, and then
interesting.
Oh my God, it's not going to work. I already know, but here we go. I got 1 success.
That buys you a round. So that buys you a round. So I'm going to say this is we're ticking them off. This is 6, the one that you just bought him. Okay, he's not losing more. So that matters in this case. Now let's. I think everybody has gone, right? Yeah, because Lucius kind of went a little out of order. So now let's start the next round. It looks like this vampire you're confronting, Lucius, is going to attack you. That you have pissed her off, and she might be frenzying right now. What are you going to do this round?
I'm going to literally be like, I'm going to say, can you smell them? Can you smell them? Can you smell them? And I'm going to fucking go for her. I'm going to bite her. I'm going to go for the bite. I'm there. I can see her. She's in my head. She's food. Fuel.
Here we go again.
Okay. I got to get those Diablerie rules back. So Lucius is going to try for a bite attack. And let's have...
interrupting him while he's feeding.
What action is going to happen? What are you going to do, my friend, Curtis Krieger?
I am okay. So did you say I'm frenzying?
It does appear that you're frenzying. I allowed you to add like 1/3 of your humanity, which I realize is the actual rule, and even that did not save you from a frenzy. So
I got full
you're
fail out.
frenzying, yeah.
Full flunk out. Okay, yeah. So I want to like just tackle Lucius and get in his face, and I'm not thinking clearly. I'm like, I just want. She's like, why did you abandon me? We need you. And it's full fangs, cheekbones look wrong, yellow eyes.
Right. Strength plus brawl attack from Lucius. I want you to take 1 die off of your attack. And because it's a little harder to hit with a bite. Curtis Krieger, strength plus brawl from you. And you don't have to take any die off of that. She is going to, let me just figure out if she frenzied or not. She did not. So she's going to do something else. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, that might be good, actually. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Jen Brown, what are you going to do? Jen Brown, what are you doing this round?
I'm going to tell Dylan to look after Craig, and I'm just going to run after Curtis and Lucius and try to do anything to stop whatever's going to happen.
So, let's get a, how did your, actually what I need from Lucius right now, just Lucius, before you tell me how you did on your strength plus brawl, Lucius, I need a composure plus wits from you.
Okay, composure plus wits. Okay, that's 3 successes.
Really well done. Okay. She opens her mouth and like bats start to fly out of into the air around you, but you're seeing red, Lucius, and you're hungry, and you know immediately that it's a trick. And so you go in for your bite. And how did you do on that roll?
Well, I got a messy crit.
Oh no.
Are you kidding? How many successes? Can I know that?
It was like a 3.
Okay, but it's still a messy crit. Okay, how did you do, Curtis Krieger, on your tackling attack?
1 success, that is.
Okay, Curtis Krieger, nothing can stop Lucius. He is, you're not even hungry, Lucius. You're just addicted to...
I just feel like I'm just biting people.
You're just addicted to the feed. In this first round, you have done 2 aggravated health levels of damage to her. And she is now in your clutches and needs to roll each round to escape with a strength plus brawl round. I think you're just ineffectively kind of batting at him or pulling at him, and it's not working. What's your question?
Can I bite? But because I'm not hungry, obviously. So then that means that I don't want to drink. I feel like it's almost like Lucius is in there's almost like a familiarity to her. So he almost he bites in the sense, it's almost weirdly sensual, but in the sense of he's still there. He's still not aiming to drink. Does that make sense? Because I'm not hungry, right?
Yeah, no, I think it does make sense. Lucius, in order to prevent yourself from drinking, because it doesn't matter, even at 0 hunger, you have your best chance of succeeding at this. But even at 0 hunger, a vampire always is intoxicated by the taste and smell of blood. So just give me a willpower roll. And things have gotten really crazy, and you just recently diablerized people and absorbed their souls, and it felt amazing. So I think it's a difficulty 3 willpower roll for you.
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, because I've already got a failure. So let me just add another 3 on there. Oh, it's another failure. Okay, great. All right, brilliant. I failed.
Okay, so it looks like Lucius is going to keep trying to drink. Let's get everybody's actions for this round. Jen Brown, I just want you to know you see all this now because you ran after them. I want you to know, let's see how Claire is doing here.
Oh shit. Okay, I know how Clara's doing.
Man.
Let's see, Curtis. You're just kind of pulling at him ineffectually. So this round, it looks like this woman is going to try to break free from Lucius's grip. Lucius, I'm afraid because your willpower roll failed, your only action is going to be to give me a strength plus brawl roll to hold on to her while you feed on her. And Jen Brown, you could do something this round. What would you like to do?
I think because I see that Lucius is, I think I'm just going to focus on Curtis. So I'm going to try to almost like a grabbing his shoulders or holding his face type of thing to get him to focus, to sort of be like, if we don't move, he dies. Like to try to bring him back to, like, I stabilized him, but we need to get him help. Like focus on me, calm down, that kind of deal. I don't know how I do that, but
yeah, well, I think that I'll allow a social role for that, and that social that role will be, let's see, composure, or you could use charisma because you're like pleading with him. Charisma plus persuasion.
Persuasion, okay.
Yeah, I'll allow that, and I want you to get, because he's in the middle of a frenzy. I want you to get 3 successes. Curtis, what are you doing this round?
I think, okay, if I'm just like, if this is just me batting ineffectually on Lucius, then I see like, you ran away from saving my friend's life because you needed a snack, and I'll just I want to like take my feral weapons and just like put them right through the woman's eye sockets and just like kill her right as he's feeding on her. Like it's almost it's the equivalent of like if somebody's taking a drink and you smacking the drink out of their hand.
Wow, this poor vampire. Okay, so everybody, you know what to roll for that, right, Ross? It's just you could use Dex plus Brawl if you want, or Strength plus Brawl. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do or Dex plus Feral Weapons. Yeah.
That's right. Feral Weapons just adds to the damage you do once you've done it. Okay, so it adds, I think, +2 to the damage, and it makes the damage aggravated. All right, this is her roll to get Lucius off of her. She got 4 successes. Lucius, how did you do?
I only got 2.
Okay. Curtis Krieger, how did you do?
2.
Okay. So she's so busy getting Lucius off of her that she doesn't realize you're coming in hot around her, and you smash your claws into her eyes, and you're kind of ripping like the top of her head off, and she's like screaming. You like have your claws hooked into her eye sockets. Sorry, this is very splatterpunkin, very violent, but you're like pulling at her. But I can tell you that she's only taken 4 aggravated damage so far, and that's not enough to kill her or put her into torpor yet. And Jen Brown, how did you do on your pleading with Curtis?
Predictably 1 success.
Oh my God. Okay. So Jen Brown, I'll allow you to continue pleading if you want. You can change tactic if you want. I'll allow you to continue pleading. And when you get to 3 successes, you may have snapped Curtis out of it. He's just not listening to you right now. We are on the 3rd round of the 6 rounds you have before.
Where's the car? Is the car here?
It's where there's a truck right here.
No, I'm sorry.
Brad Lockwood and Clara are not back yet.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Okay. They're not back yet. So this could end so badly tonight. Here we go. New round. I want everybody's actions. And I'm going to start with the person who did the most damage. Curtis, what are you doing this round?
I mean, it sounds like my tactic is unbroken. Oh, this is very like splatterpunk. So I'm like, it's claws in the head, and he's not, and Lucius is not shaken loose from her.
No, Lucius is shaken loose. She pushed him off, and then you were on top of her.
Then if I can, I just want to like fling her just fling her off, and then
throw her.
Yeah, I want to just and not to be too blunt, but it's like a bowling ball. I've got my hands in
you blood surge without wanting to. So go ahead and make a rouse roll, and then just give me. Then you're going to add 2 to your strength on a strength plus brawl roll. Lucius, what are you going to do this round?
Am I seeing blood?
Are you seeing blood? There, yeah, you're seeing blood. There's blood everywhere.
I'm just gonna have to keep following the blood. I'm gonna have to just keep going for her.
Okay, give me another strength plus brawl. You're trying to get you take one die off of it though, because you're trying to get it. You have to get a whole new bite attack. She threw you off last time. She is not down and out, but she is taking like some dice pool penalties at this point, and she is just going to. She's going to try a new tactic. She's going to try pleading with you guys and add to Jen Brown's pleading, right? So she's going to she's begging you to stop. Jen Brown, are you pleading still, or have you changed tactics?
Are they clear of this pickup truck?
No, you're kind of all up against it, to be honest.
Does it feel like the car should have come by now? Is that a sense that I have?
I don't think so, because Clara had to run all the way out to the parking lot, get in with Brad, and drive back in. I think that maybe this round it'll show up. I was rolling to see how quickly she was able to move and he was able to move, and unfortunately on their last roll they didn't do very well.
Okay. So there's no chance that I could be like, fuck it, and get in the pickup and bail. It'd be hard because they're all up on top of it.
Well, you could get in the pickup if you want. Is that what you'd like to do?
No, I think I should keep pleading with Curtis.
Okay.
Is that the same role? Persuasion and charisma?
I'll allow it to be the same roll. Once you've accumulated 3 successes, perhaps even Lucius will snap out of it a little bit. And I'm going to allow our friend here to also add her pleading. Okay. How'd you do?
I accumulated 3 successes.
Okay, so she's going to add her successes, which are 5.
Oh, wow.
So you're 2 over the amount of successes you need for these guys to stop. But I want to see how much damage they do before they snap too. And so go ahead and make your rolls, gentlemen.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got 2 as well.
You know what? That's not very much. And so I am going to say that, the talkers talked first. And, Jen Brown saying Craig is in trouble, and this woman is going like, please, please, please. And, she's missing like her eyes now because Curtis just put his feral weapons in. And she's like, no, please, please. I ain't done nothing to you, please. So now I'm going to end combat because you guys snap out of your beast mode. And what would you like to do now?
I'm gonna just kind of think about it and then look to Jen and be like, "What did you say?"
He's dying. Go help him.
I'm gonna grab Lucius by the blood-stained collar and just and you're looking into the eyes of an animal. It's just like yellow, like horizontal, vertical pupils. Just like, you have to help him. You're a medic.
Okay, and then I'm literally I'm gonna grab Curtis by the head and I'll be like, I got this. Hold her down, keep her there, and just fucking sprint out to go towards wherever they are, to walk out the entrance.
Great. So actually, the Tahoe is moving in beside Dylan and Craig as you run back over to the Ark, Lucius, and you can see Craig there on the ground. You can see how pale he is. You can see what Jen Brown has done for him to kind of staunch the bleeding. And you realize, I don't think you need a roll to realize that he needs blood badly. Right. He's been drained. Okay. So how are you going to solve that problem? So you have 3 rounds.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is how medically vampiric am I in the sense of can I test his blood and see what kind of blood he needs? What kind of blood he is? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yes, I'll allow that. It will take you a round to do that. I don't know if you have time.
So in the sense of who's right. So who have we got next to me? Who have I got next to me? I've got
Dylan.
I've got Dylan, and I've got Craig.
Clara's there now too, and Brad Lockwood
there as well. Okay. And so these are the only mortals that we have, yeah?
That's right. So I actually don't hate this plan of seeing if you have a match, but I haven't decided what every character's blood type is, and I think that Well, I think that what it'll be is it's a risk, right? I'll have to roll randomly to see if you have a match here. And I can tell you, you have to convince them of this plan right now.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do then is, and I've got 3 rounds, right?
You've got 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna literally look at everyone. And I'm gonna be like, and what in testing each person's blood is a round, right?
I think
Well,
that
people know their blood types, right?
I mean, do gutter punks who are former blood dolls know their blood type? That's another thing I'd have to randomize a little bit. I can tell you right now, Brad Lockwood hasn't memorized his blood type.
Okay.
Well, you probably know Clara's at minimum.
Oh,
yeah, would I know Clara?
You know Clara's. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So, could I then? So, I'm gonna the first person I'm gonna test the blood of is I'm gonna test Craig's blood.
Great.
And because I don't drink human blood, it's going to be like it is like test, right? Because human blood is bleh, whereas vampire blood, you know what I mean?
You can just lick his blood off the side of his neck, and when you do that, everybody's like, "Whoa, hey, fuck you, man!" Like
I'm basically calm the fuck down. He's not my type, and then I'm basically
So give me a intelligence plus medicine roll, and in order to be able to just taste blood and tell what blood type it is, I need 3 successes on this roll.
I got 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now is it the same blood type as Clara's? Well, let's see. Oh my god, how many blood types are there?
A, B. Oh, there's positive, there's negative, there's a lot.
There's like so much.
Negative.
I can't believe I'm looking this up. How many blood types are there? There are 4 main blood groups. Okay.
And then some can accept others, but not like.
Yeah.
In total, there are 8.
It's complicated, Ashley.
In total, there are 8, right? So that means you have a 1 in 8 chance. Let me find my 8-sided die.
Oh God.
Oh geez! Wow.
Maybe somebody's a universal donor.
But yeah, she's universal. Then
Yeah.
Is O universal donor or universal recipient?
Yeah, I was.
O negative.
Here, I'm just gonna say it sounds like you have a 1 in 8 chance. I'm gonna roll an 8-sided die.
Fucking A.
Let's see if she matches. So I decided, it makes sense to say 8-sided die. You got to roll an 8 for it to match, right? And I just rolled an 8. Maybe Clara is one of those like kind of, broadly applicable blood types. But it's pretty fucking lucky. So that's 1 round.
Okay,
you have 2 more rounds.
I'm literally going to be like, I'm going to look at Clara and be like, you're the blood type. I need you to transfuse the blood from you to Craig. So I need to find a way of transfusing that. Now, what do I have next to me? I can't necessarily like suck her blood and put it in his vein and do that.
You have nothing next to you. So let's see how your compatriots did in figuring out that they need to help you. Curtis and Jen Brown, do you stay with this vampire that Lucius has smashed, or do you go to help him?
I think I would have gone to help Lucius. And sorry, go ahead.
No, continue.
But isn't Brad a drug dealer?
Brad is a drug dealer.
Isn't not possible that he has drug paraphernalia?
Let's see how
So
Brad...
is Craig. And Craig is a user, so he might have
a user
on him as well.
Okay, so Brad Lockwood just got a good intelligence roll on his 3 dice for when he remembers stuff, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he goes into the Tahoe, and he comes running out with like the stuff that you use to do heroin and stuff, and it's like it's the stuff you need. It's tubing and everything.
Paraphernalia saves the day again.
Right. I'm literally just then gonna do some fucking doctor magic and basically cure fucking like whatever and connect these 2 people like they do in Avatar and just make that like,
Dexterity plus medicine.
That's your reference?
I see you. I see you.
I'm got 7 successes, baby. So we're going. We're going.
My man's a doctor.
Everybody gain a point of willpower for performing a blood transfusion on the ground in an abandoned amusement park.
And I think all this time, Curtis is just like going off the last order he received, which was like, watch this vampire. Don't let her get up. Don't let her get away. So it's just like cover on her, like, and like head to the ground.
Two fingers in the eyes and one in the one.
You have her as a prisoner because she took so much aggravated damage. She's like 1 point of aggravated damage away from torpor right now. So she's in a really bad way. I'm going to rule that she can't see for how you described your action. So she's kind of blind right now.
You better hope that he saves him. Because if he doesn't, I'll make sure it ends slow for you. But if it doesn't, then maybe we can have a conversation.
So, does anybody have anything else they want to do at the amusement park before I cut to our final scene of today's session?
So I've got that connected.
I think it's successful, right, Lucius? So you know that you're going to be able to get him stable enough that you could transport him somewhere and finish your work. Really, really work on him the way you probably should.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like, because the car's here now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say get in the car and get out. We've got to pick up. We know we will follow straight behind. Like, I need to go and see how my man back there is doing and give him the good news. So I'm going to tell them to get the fuck out of there right now.
Great. They're going to head back to the tanning parlor back in Squirrel Hill. And you guys have another truck here now. You have a big old pickup truck. She has the keys on her. I am going to assume, if it's okay with you, that you've searched her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you can... Lucius, you should give Curtis the good news.
Okay. Hey, your friend Craig, let's just say this is the second time I've saved his life. He's all good. He's good.
And I think you just are watching him kind of come down, and it's just like 2 blood drops coming out of his eyes, because if we've learned, vampires cry blood. And gun goes away, and suddenly Curtis is like hugging you, and it's just like, you kept your word. You did what you said. You saved them, and you didn't have to. And I come back, and again, you're looking into the eyes of an animal, but it's the eyes of a dog who would like follow you into a burning building. Like, you're my brother for life.
And I'm literally gonna I'm gonna grab his head and I'm gonna be like, no, thank you. You saved me. You saved me.
As the van is driving away, Jen's looking out the window. And like, I hope that's good.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look at Jen as well, and I'm gonna be like, thank you. And then just that's it's just like it's all love and praise while this is happening.
Amazing. Beautiful. And that is technically where our story ends for today. But I will allow the players to do a little bit of housekeeping. Tell me any kind of coda they'd like to give to their character. Final action once you're back in your new haven, the tanning salon. Is there any action you'd like to take to set yourself up for something next round, or to kind of get closure on something that happened in this storyline? I will say this is our 4th session of Vampires Lockdown. You all have 4 XP coming to you, but I think you've done probably like 2 stories, so that's actually 6 XP each coming to all of you. And you don't have to spend that now, but just letting you know that it's there and that you can put that into something.
Didn't you say that I had some also from the last session?
You do, but it's only to be spent on blood potency.
Oh,
So I need
Jesus
to look up
Christ.
how much. I have it in my notes from the last session, but you have like something like a lot of XP floating around that only goes toward your blood potency. And it's possible, Lucius, that you could add this 6 that I've just given you and bump up to 4. We'll have to look.
God,
Okay.
so powerful.
You
Could I
do
have Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just going to say you do have the vampire who you captured, whose name you learn is Lena. And you, as a coda, could question her, take her back to your haven or not. It's up to you.
I think the last. Well, I think we should take her with probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to have a scene with Dylan.
I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
So are we back in the tanning salon?
I think so. And Dylan tells you, basically, she and Craig went and successfully surveilled that park encampment, and they saw through like Craig's binoculars, like bodies being put into a truck. So they followed the truck to that waste site out in Homestead, and they saw them burying the vampire bodies. And then they went to investigate, and that's when Rhodes' Anarch showed up, took out the Inquisition guys who were burying the bodies, and captured them. So that explains the timeline of how everything happened. And she knows that they were going to turn her, and she says, "Thanks, Jen."
Look, I know you were close to Miles, and I know he's not here anymore, but I want you to know I'm not going to let anything happen to you, okay? Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. And, I won't let anything happen to you. She gives you a hug.
I think Jen's kind of surprised and then sort of slowly gives her a hug back.
And I think we can talk about this. But your touchstone, Jen Brown, has been so far away from you for so long and has been kind of converted to sort of this enemy now. There might be a change in who your touchstone is. Is that a possibility for you? Or do you think that Jen is still sort of fixated on saving Sabrina?
I think she still wants to save Sabrina, but I do think I think there's an affection for Dylan. I think she got really freaked out when she found out that she almost killed her and got really freaked out when she was missing. So I think is it possible to have more than one touchstone or to have a different touchstone?
I think it's very possible to switch your touchstone. And so if you'd like to do that, we can kind of make this the moment where that happens. But your character's psychological makeup is your decision. So, if you think Jen Brown would still be sort of stuck on Sabrina, saving Sabrina, bringing her back to the Nosferatu, maybe Sabrina remains her touchstone.
Is it a situation where I'd have to choose now? Because I feel like it would.
You don't have to choose now. You can think about it. And what I'll say is, Dylan has one more thing to say to you, which is after you guys have had that moment, she's like, "What are we going to do? The city is on fire. You saw what they can do, those Inquisition guys. Like, how are we going to fix this?"
I don't know.
You're smart, Jen Brown. Smarter than all these others. You should think about it.
You still trust me after what happened? This is
you
my fault.
You just saved my life. Of course I trust you.
I'll think about it.
Okay, I'll order a Postmates driver for you.
Thanks.
Dinner.
Okay. Interesting. I really want to end it there. I think I will. I think I'll end it right there. There's a lot to think about for next time, what our next move is. There are some threads out there that the vampires could pull. But for now, let's give them a happy ending. Craig comes to a little while later. Actually, this is how we'll end it. Craig comes to, and he looks up at Curtis Krieger.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hell of an evening, huh?
Couple hard evenings.
But hey, you made it. You're tough. I thought I was going to lose you there for a second.
Yeah. I thought I was going to lose me.
Yeah.
I could really go for a fix, man. You know, just because it's been rough.
Not tonight, man.
Right, okay.
I think you just need some rest.
Yeah.
I think we all might need some rest.
You're right. Of course, you're right.
Yeah. And I just sit there with him, and Ruby, who's been in the tanning salon this whole time, calls over, and it's just like a couple dudes chatting, dog curled up by their feet. She lays her head on his lap as a way to make the pain a little bit less intense.
That's how we're ending it tonight. Thank you, guys. That's the game. I'm glad you guys had a nice moment with your mortal friends. It was touch and go there. It was touch and go. I'm about to pull out the book and look up what happens when a touchstone dies. All right. So
and also Curtis has to fight the disturbing feeling of there was so much rage when he saw his friend there who saved his life back in Afghanistan multiple times. There's before everything went red, because he knows there was a second there, a voice calling through all that, where he saw that blood on his neck, where he was just like, drinking dry.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the ultimate irony if Lucius's bad habits just spread to the rest of the crew. I want to thank you guys so much. This is always such a fun game, and we have fun with the big crazy games like we did last session, but it's so great to get back to these three and play with them. Thank you, Ashley Burch, Ross Bryant, and Abu Salim. You guys are amazing. So thank you again,
man. Seriously, this is so much fun.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's so good.
I stay up for this shit, man. I genuinely love and enjoy this so much. So thank you.
Find them wherever they are online. Tell them how much you enjoyed the game, and follow everything they do, because these are some talented folks, and I want you guys to know about them and be talking about them all the time. I'm going to say goodbye to my players and do my kind of end of show business. Goodbye, guys. See you soon.
See ya.
I'm going to do my end of show business, and then if anybody has a comment or questions, shoot it through now, and Clinton will put it up on screen for me when I'm done with this. Tuesday is the finale of our beloved classic 1920s Call of Cthulhu series, Coven. Our intrepid occult investigators, Annabella, played by Megan Gailey, Nora, played by my wife, Kara Klenk, and Nastia, played by the very funny Lisa Traeger, will be back for a sort of final installment to this season of Coven. They are tackling an undead mobster, and there might be a rat with a human face. Who knows? Am I going to be able to tie up all the threads? Maybe not tomorrow, but I'll try. I'm not tomorrow. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Please come out. and give them your love and see that game. Also, next Saturday, we have a new Neptune Society installment. This one will be called The Shooting Party. Lady Hypatia Montague Mob has invited a bunch of people to her estate to engage in an evening with the landed aristocracy of England, forming a shooting party, hunting on her grounds. But something is going to go horribly wrong. Of course, cosmic horror may rear its ugly head. It is, after all, a Call of Cthulhu game, and we'd love to have you there. This is a one-shot before we get into our longer Journey to the Center of the Earth storyline. So please come out on Saturday, this coming the 9th, I believe it is, at 6 p.m. Pacific for that. Stream of Blood is a podcast. You can find us on the podcatcher of your choice. You can catch up on Vampires of Pittsburgh episodes there. Also, the Neptune Society is being posted as well, I believe. Please find us, subscribe to us, rate us, and review us. It helps people find us. Then those people find the YouTube, they find the Twitch channel, and then we have more people to share our hobby with. So please do that. Socials, spread the word about Stream of Blood. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we are on Reddit, and our favorite place for you to find us is on our Discord, Stream of Blood Server of Blood, where we post official announcements and have all manner of extra content. And you can just give your suggestions and ideas and requests for our group. We also have a Facebook group if you still use that. I do sometimes. That's it. I'll take a question before I get into my final credits. Kara was sick last playing Covet Date. How's she doing now? Yeah, Kara, I did say in the YouTube comments on the fireside chat, Kara's doing great, and it was just a cold. And it's funny, Kara is, I'm going to announce this now, Kara is pregnant with our second child. And so Kara, I remember last time she was pregnant, she just got a cold. So even though we haven't been seeing anybody, somehow she managed to catch a cold. Pregnancy does all kinds of funny things to your body. But she's doing great. The baby's doing great. And she's completely recovered from that nasty cold. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got to say, procreation is really everything it is cracked up to be. Without my daughter, I would not have gotten through this quarantine. She just makes every day really funny and fun, and we can't wait for the next little kid to join us. But you know, the most important thing above children is role-playing games. So don't worry, I'm not going to ever stop doing this. I will make time for this and then raise the children later. Special thanks to my producers and partners, Brian Baldinger and Clinton Trucks. Oh, so any chance of seeing Clan Demitzi? So, yeah, I think so, right? Did people catch that Lino was a Ravnos? Did people catch that? I mean, I just can't help myself. I have to start putting the new content in as soon as I can because it's fun. Yeah, she was a Ravnos. She was using chemistry there. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Look, I've gotten all fuzzy in my old age. She was a Ravnos. She used a little illusion craft on our friend Curtis and on Lucius later, but Lucius he was too hungry to even let it affect him. So Clan Zemitzi, so I do want to put them in, but I need an idea for how to use them. Because I think they're a little bit more specific and you want it to be cool, you know? Like you want it to really make sense and be cool. I don't know who they are in the city yet or if they're even in the city or maybe they have to visit from somewhere else. But if you have ideas, we'd love to hear them. The Stream of Blood server of Blood is the place to let us know. I want to give special thanks to my producers and partners, Brian Baldinger and Clinton Trucks, who helped put all this together, cast it, book it, logistic it, arrange it, schedule it, and give me ideas for it. A lot of these plot lines are not mine alone. I want you to know that Brian and Clint, especially, both contribute to that. So Thanks to them. Thanks to Megan Arch, our social media manager, who lets you guys know what we're doing, which is super important. Our Stream of Blood logo is by Garrett Ross, and Andrew Orvidal did our opening animation. Until next time, #GetPink. Bye, guys.